Hey, it's Josh, and you're listening to The Other Show. So I'm telling my nephew, dude, you've got cancer. You don't have to eat KFC. You've got a legit reason not to eat KFC. But no, that is what he wanted for dinner.
Yeah, give him what he wants.
I'm like, dude, if you're going to be playing this cancer card right now, I'm like, dang you. But as you wish.
I see nothing wrong.
Oh, man.
I see nothing wrong with what he did.
No.
No, this isn't 2017. Hating on KFC is no longer a thing. It's been proven wrong. We can go back to maybe not loving it, but to liking it.
No, we don't need to like it.
It's worth the
I was there just a couple weeks ago. It still is disgusting. I hate KFC.
What'd you get?
It is Kentucky Fried Crap. I got a chicken bucket.
Yeah.
Chicken bucket, mashed potatoes, and coleslaw.
Yeah, that's what we ended up with.
Okay, so here's what you want to do. You want to get the extra crispy chicken breasts, and they are succulent. They are real chicken. It tastes very good. You get a biscuit. You get multiple biscuits, because whether you put the honey or the honey butter, you are in heaven. And then you get the cow's bag worth of Mountain Lightning.
Sweet
Dew.
Lightning. I'm feeling extremely uncomfortable hearing Kent describe succulent breasts and how he likes them. If anyone else described that, come on.
A succulent milk bag, I said. Spence. Oh, yeah. And
it's not any better.
Chicken breast.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, it's... I came around. We did the taste test a couple years ago to KFC, and I was like, gross. This will be the worst thing ever. This will be worse than Burger King. And guess what? It was like top 4. I'm not saying it's amazing, but I'm saying it almost harkens back to a time when your family would go to the pavilions at Lagoon and they would open up that bucket. Everyone would smell it and say, I wish I was in that family.
Oh.
So
we're almost to that time again.
So what you're telling me is somewhere in my mid-40s, my taste buds are going to die.
Yeah, kind of.
The thing is, I will give KFC thumbs up when it comes to the coleslaw and the biscuit.
Yep.
Those two things
Amazing.
are my favorite. The gravy is really good. The potatoes,
Gravy's great.
The potatoes really do lack a lot of things, not just salt.
You just need to have everything else there too.
No, the coleslaw is 75% sugar by weight.
That sounds amazing. Thank you. Now, Spencer, give me the equivalent then of a fast food chicken place that's... I just answered my own question. But go ahead. I don't even want to hear the answer. I like the succulent breasts of KFC. What's better, Spencer? What's better? And don't say Chick-fil-A because that's a wildly different thing. They only have their processed chicken sandwiches.
And you're not a soccer mom, Spencer.
Look, here's the thing. I'm not the right person to answer this because I hate fried chicken. The only way I will eat my fried chicken is if it's chicken fried or breaded and fried. Is if it is in thingy form, tendy form, or wings. That's it. Like any other way, like chicken breasts or chicken thighs soaks up the grease in it as a grease sponge that leaves a film in your mouth that just slides down from the roof of your mouth into your stomach and leaves you feeling sicker than the depths of hell.
Spencer, did you know KFC has tendies?
Yeah, and they suck. And yeah, and if we're going off of tenders, look, Raising Cane's has the best tenders, followed by Popeyes.
Overrated. Raising Cane's has the best toast. It's Popeyes or bust.
Popeyes, no.
Yeah. Raising Cane's is like, Popeyes is great. I will defend Popeyes to my dying breath, which will happen because I'm defending Popeyes. I think Raising Cane's is tied for KFC.
No.
They've got toast.
Yeah, they have
it.
Toast. Yeah, and they have decent coleslaw, not great coleslaw. And I'll be honest, the cane sauce is just fry sauce with Worcestershire sauce in it. That's it.
I know why you like it, because when you get a chicken sandwich from Raising Cane's, they're like, we don't know how to make a chicken patty. Let's just put 2 or 3 tenders into these buns, that's all you get.
What you get is you get the Caniac combo or like the 4-piece combo.
You're just making up words.
No. You don't sub anything because people will tell you, like, if you're a good true Cane's fan, you're going to sub the coleslaw for an extra piece of toast. No. Just straight up order that extra piece of toast. You put on a piece of toast down. You put the tendies in. Then you put a little bit of that cane sauce on top. And then you take that coleslaw, you put that on top of the tendies. and then you take your second piece of toast, and you got yourself a better chicken sandwich.
Ew, you're mixing the coleslaw with the chicken
Oh, yeah.
tendies? Gross.
See,
Oh, yeah.
I just can't do fried chicken at all. And a lot of that has to do
Wow.
with my rock bottom, right? When
What?
when
Wait, go
I
on.
my rock bottom, this was
I know you've been doing
what,
lunges.
I
15
thought you said he didn't have
This
one.
was about 15 years ago, and it was June 25th, 2009. And this was my bigger days. I was over 400 pounds. I went to KFC.
Okay.
I went and got a bucket of chicken because earlier that day, I found out that Michael Jackson had died. And I ate my feelings in eating a whole bucket of KFC chicken.
Why did you go to KFC? Because you knew you're like, I just need something.
I've never been sicker in my life than after binge eating a bucket of chicken from KFC. And I remember the day clearly because I just sat there in front of CNN
Yeah.
watching the news unfold with my bucket of chicken, and I cannot touch.
I feel like I shouldn't be laughing.
You know, it's okay to laugh.
I cannot touch fried chicken.
What was it? The amount of food, or was it just rock bottom because you were so sad?
It was
a mix of everything.
Or was it the Michael Jackson?
It was
Yeah.
it was eating the feelings, right? Because I was a binge eater, and so that was what I was, I guess, craving, whatever at the time, and it was the amount of food, but it was also the herbs and the spices, and it was the worst.
Mhm.
Oh, it even just stings because it was the worst acid reflux I've ever had in my life.
Oh, wow.
And because of that,
I can believe it.
cannot touch the KFC fried chicken and any fried chicken.
I don't think even going now would convince you otherwise.
And I tried a little bit
Mhm.
the other day, and I couldn't
'Cause
do it.
I'm going to throw this out there. There have been some dark ages. Like Domino's had a dark age
They did.
forever up
They
until
did.
2014. And then they changed everything, and their pizza's actually quite good.
Oh yeah,
KFC, I don't know if they've officially said they changed things, but I think 2021 is where everyone went, and by everyone I mean all one listener of Bacon Cell went, you know what? That's not that bad. That's pretty good. Do I ever crave KFC? No.
nobody does.
I mean, there are several places that I would rather drive to. But also we have fast casual places, so that's where I'm going to go spend my money at this point. But I'm a defender.
We live in Utah. We have way too many options when it comes to
Everything.
to fast
Right.
food or casual food. I mean, we went out to eat with my in-laws on Friday. You'll never guess how long we waited because the place was semi-new.
Okay.
It just opened up in Riverdale 6 months ago.
What's it called?
Cheddar's. Have you heard of Cheddar's?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently
yeah.
really popular in the South, outside of Utah. And Riverdale has the first one in Utah.
Yeah.
We put our name on the waiting list at 5:15, and we did not get our food until 7:30.
Whoa. How upset were you?
Why do it?
Because that was the only place that could seat everybody or had food everybody could enjoy.
Yeah, but were you even satisfied
Yeah.
eating your food? You're like, okay, we got it.
It was okay.
Okay.
But you know how every sit down so Cheddar's exists in this gray area between Texas Roadhouse and
Mhm.
Olive Garden.
It's a wonderful
Okay.
place, by the way, with wonderful bread.
What do they have?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
I'm assuming cheese.
So no, well, yeah, but Olive Garden has steaks and chicken, but pastas, but it's Italian, and then Texas Roadhouse is just steaks and appetizers and peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Cheddar's is in between that. It's got the steaks and appetizers. It's an upscale Applebee's, the Target of Applebee's.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Isn't that Outback? I think that's Outback.
No.
Or even Chili's.
Chili's would be.
No, Chili's is on the same level. That's a lateral move.
I don't know. Chili's
Yeah.
is really a lot more classy than an Applebee's.
No, well, maybe there are less stabbings and drunk fights,
Mhm.
but they don't have the appetizer trio,
Yeah,
so that takes them down a notch.
I trust you and your bacon sale research.
Well, I'm waiting for Spencer to confirm or deny.
Look, here's the thing.
He's kind of our food guy.
Applebee's and Chili's, they give you chips and salsa. The next tier places, the Target versions, give you a bread, right? An unlimited bread to eat while you wait.
Yeah.
Texas Roadhouse rolls, Olive Garden breadsticks. Cheddar's gives you these croissant rolls covered in sugar and honey.
Hello.
I like that,
Okay.
but I don't want to start my meal with sugar.
That's kind of how I felt. It was giving us dessert to start. And
Mhm.
the great thing about it is it's a lot lighter than like rolls or breadsticks, so you don't feel as full when you eat.
Mhm.
But definitely not worth the 2-hour wait.
Okay.
I just wish Utahns would kind of just chill out about
No.
restaurants, and like you don't need to go there the minute it opens.
Right.
What else are we gonna do?
I know. Yeah. Like I recently had like a friend come into town. Like, what's there to do in Utah? And my mind is immediately like, let me try to think of food.
Restaurant grand openings. That's the thing.
That's what we do.
It's like we finally got places that are in California and Vegas, right? That's all we need.
Oh gosh, I remember when In-N-Out came for the first time,
Ugh,
and how crazy and how nuts that was. And we still kind
the
of
worst. Yeah.
freak out about it because I remember when the first one opened in Logan, it was kind of the same thing.
Well, they're building one in Layton right now, and they chose the worst possible location in Layton to put it. Like, this might be breaking news for our 2 listeners.
I mean, I'd like to ask where.
do you remember where the famous Dave's is in Layton?
Yeah. Oh, I miss Famous
Yeah.
Days.
Wait, it's gone.
They tore down the famous Dave's, and that corner right there in Antelope is where they're putting the In-N-Out burger.
Gonna be so busy.
It's gonna suck so bad.
I never was able to say goodbye.
It was
Famous Dave's was good.
no, it went way downhill, way fast.
Yeah.
I was actually reading about this online the other day, actually earlier today. Somebody asked a question on Reddit. What were some of the like big brand name foods like we ate growing up that have gone way downhill?
Which are?
For me, like I grew up going to Famous Dave's, and then I took Stephanie there like 2 years ago, and it was not nearly as good as what it used to be. And I think it was more than just nostalgia playing it up.
Right.
But like Kraft mac and cheese, like was it just nostalgia, or has that really like declined in quality?
It's hard to say because my kids still really like it. I think as much as I did when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe it's still a thing. Granted, I don't put hot dogs in it like my mom did,
Well, it's got to be the Vienna sausages.
which is super gross.
No, it's not. Well, no, there are certain types of hot dogs that go well in hot dog or in mac and cheese, and certain ones that don't do well in mac and cheese. You got to get kind of a neutral hot dog like a Bar S to put into mac and cheese. You don't want one like a Nathan's Famous
Yeah.
that's going to stand out.
Silly me. I should have gone for a neutral hot dog like I'm playing D&D.
Why question the Wiener Man over here?
I know. Tell us, Wiener Man,
Or like
about the chaotic neutral wieners.
that's what Stephanie tells me sometimes. Rawr.
Nope.
There's that E.
It was a suggestive
Yeah,
E.
okay.
Yeah,
It
whatever.
passes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So you brought up restaurants that have kind of had a renaissance, right, Camp? Like Domino's, admittedly,
Yeah.
from when I was growing up to like 2011 was not great, and now it's.
I love Domino's.
But on the flip
So-
side,
So tell me about this. Tell me about pizza.
I think you're gonna say
Okay,
exactly.
go on.
Yeah,
Are you going to
Hut.
Pizza Hut?
I hate it now. It's terrible.
It's disgusting. And like I, as a kid, and I don't know if every one of their like standard pizzas, because you can get hand tossed. I'm a hand tossed guy, but their standard pizza is actually the greasy one,
Mhm.
and it's super oily. And I think as a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, my fingers are orange. I'm loving this. As an adult, I can't stomach it.
Yeah.
Has it always been that way, or did it get worse?
I think it got way worse because it used to actually have a bread texture. At least I remember it having a bread texture when we were
Yeah.
younger. And now it tastes like I'm eating marinara sauce on a sponge.
Foam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a hard sponge or
Well,
foam.
my biggest thing too is the restaurants that they have, like the dine-in restaurants. They don't even have a hut on the building anymore. Like,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
the point of eating at Pizza Hut if there's no red hut?
You're so mad.
I am mad.
You're mad at
no,
30 years
because-
ago they got rid of the dine-in
because of-
restaurants, and now they
yes.
don't even claim to be
No,
hut.
because I drive past this Pizza Hut in West Jordan, and I've driven past it a dozen of times just in the past couple weeks, and I just seethe inside because there's no hut. It looks like some modern like mod pizza place.
It's
and
not
I'm-
a pizza
Okay.
hut. It's a pizza box.
It's a pizza box. No, exactly. That's what I told Marianne the other day. I'm like, it's a pizza box. It's not a Pizza Hut.
Like, it's so bad, like my distaste for them, that my kids don't even know what Pizza Hut really is.
Good.
Like, if we're gonna do a pizza night that isn't like a local chain, we're gonna go for a franchise. It'll be generally Domino's or Papa John's. My one kid likes Little Caesars, and I've been trying to talk her out of it for years. Or Papa Murphy's. You know,
Yeah.
Papa Murphy's on the rare chance we want a chicken bacon artichoke delight, thin crust, right? Delicious, by the way.
You want to zhuzh it up a bit.
Pizza Hut is never, an option.
Mm-mm.
That's because I don't even want them to like it or be like, I like Pizza Hut. I'm like, that feels like a heart attack to me.
That's the same thing at our house.
You know what my favorite pizza right now though is?
Go on.
Costco. Like their pepperoni or their cheese pizza is the best.
Josh, you're not wrong, but you also have to lay the pizza down on 4 napkins, like face down, okay? Because if you don't do that, and I know you're cutting out taste and all that good stuff, but if you don't do that, you're also getting a beverage in your pizza.
Yeah.
You're getting so much grease.
That's why I don't need to get a drink with my pizza.
That's not good.
You're getting the Pizza Hut we remember from our youth.
I mean, that's probably right.
It really
Gross.
is, actually.
But if you really want to zhuzh up that Costco pizza, you get the $1.50 combo. You throw away the bun. Yeah, you get the $1.50 combo with it. You throw away the bun. You put the hot dog at the top where the crust is, and then you roll like a burrito.
No. What? No.
Yeah,
don't.
And then you have it's like a wiener croissant with pizza, and you eat that.
You know, that's Sam's Club behavior. Get out of Costco with that. They don't want that.
No.
Go to Sam's.
Have you not seen some of these Costco food court hacks? Like this one, I can't get behind. I tried it. I did it. I did the walk of shame to do this. So you get a chicken bake and you get the $1.50 combo. And
go on.
When I did this, I could not do this.
Just stuff the hot dog in the chicken bake?
I could not do this in the food court. I felt gross. I felt like I was going to get arrested for indecent exposure. I did the walk of shame.
It's a little suggestive.
Back to my truck. Yeah, you bite off the top of the chicken bake and you slide the wiener into the chicken bake.
There are children in that store.
I learned that in health class in 8th grade, and I'd rather not reproduce it. I think it was with a chicken bake and a $1.50 combo, because it was still $1.50 back then.
And that's how you got your bag of flour that you had to watch for over a week.
Yeah, exactly. I was very responsible. My Cabbage Patch
because you're at Costco, it was a 50-pound bag that you had to carry around.
Yeah. Wait, but Spencer, I have to know, was it good?
No.
Okay.
It did not. It tasted like a hot dog and bread with a mild chicken taste. Like
no, listen. I mean, I love that you're respecting the $1.50 combo. I think the point of getting the $1.50 combo is the price. It's definitely not the taste.
Oh yeah.
So why get a $3 slice and a $1.50 combo if you're like, oh, I'm going to be fine with the $1.50 combo?
No, I absolutely agree with you. Like 99.9% of the time, I'm just getting the $1.50 combo. And I will always recommend the $1.50 combo. But I see these like in the different Costco accounts you follow or like social media hacks for Costco. And I'm like, I'm a hot dog aficionado.
Wait, what accounts do you follow?
I don't ask these kind of questions.
Food court hacks?
I
better not get reels. You better not send me reels this week about Costco.
I'm not gonna send you any reels about Costco, but I do like follow a bunch of snack like announcements and things like that. Yeah.
Listen, the only thing I want combined is my gummy candy, okay? Which, by the way, I have a new favorite gummy.
Ooh, what is it?
And it's a fruit snack. And it's those little Annie's fruit snacks that you give to, they're like for kids, school lunches. And they come in little tiny packages, and they taste healthy, and they're so chewy and delicious. And I want a giant pack of them right now. Like Albany's gummy bears, but Annie's.
Ooh, have you done the Albany's rainforest frogs?
What? No. Where do I get these?
Oh my gosh. So they have them at the Kent's Market. So the Kent's Market by me.
Okay. Oh, that's a controversial place, as we know.
Yeah, as we know. Or going back to the Costco, you can get the 5-pound bag at the Costco.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, we need to go to Costco together. I decided.
I'm down.
Oh, I'm game.
What, Josh? Are you okay? Do you have indigestion? Or are you good? Your face right now.
Well, I'm just thinking if I'm getting a Costco pizza, I probably should lay off of the gummies. But then at the same time, I'm also kind of craving Twizzlers because that's kind of what I've been all about lately.
You know what Twizzlers do to you? You don't need Twizzlers in your life.
I know exactly what they're doing to me, but
yeah,
I'm actually getting a little bit of heartburn talking about this.
I know we need to stop talking about food right now because I'm still recovering from the one bite of KFC madness.
I know. I love how this started with KFC, and we went down the rabbit hole of creating food combinations with combos at Costco.
I will concede this one thing to you, Kent, with KFC, and then we can leave the Kentucky Fried crap alone. Okay.
Okay.
Their famous bowls are actually pretty good.
They've been terrible, but they're back to being good again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I like corn in my mashed potatoes.
I don't blame you.
I want that gravy.
Okay, so real quick, I want to talk about Sundance. The Sundance Film Festival, as of this recording, will have been going for almost a full week. And let's be honest, is kind of pretty much done by the time of this recording. That doesn't mean they're done showing all the movies, but everything is kind of premiered in that first weekend. The celebrities go up the first weekend, directors, actors, all that. The buzz is created in those first 3 days. And then finally, it calms down. So for someone like me, like I went up day one and I went and picked up my pass and I honestly couldn't get out of there fast enough. I'm not a celebrity watcher. Like I just I do a drive-by and then I'm like, oh, the traffic on Main Street is ridiculous. Or, oh, if I try to park right now, good night. Like it's just that bad.
You're such a dad.
I'm such a dad. And I'll tell you, it goes even further. I would like to know some, maybe I'll bring Spencer next year so he can teach me some hacks. Because it's like $60 to park.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, I'll come with you.
Spencer, we'll figure something out.
I'll just throw on an orange vest and I'll save you a spot. And like, I'll just stand there the whole day.
I love it.
$30. That's all. I'll charge you $30. And I'll half the price right there.
Doesn't Park City have like a free shuttle, a free bus that you can just take?
And that's really the way to play it is the shuttles. Their shuttle system is annoying.
Yeah.
But it is operational. And so you kind of have to go outside of the main city a little bit. It's just kind of hard when you're running from like screening to screening, like I would be.
You're right.
And you're waiting for the shuttle. And let's be honest, like because the festival has been offline for the most part for the past 3-4 years, well, 3 years, I haven't had to deal with it.
Yeah.
And now we're kind of back to this hybrid schedule where they're doing obviously all live screenings and stuff for all their movies. And then they take about 40% of their catalog and they're throwing those online for 4 days this coming week.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm going to go see, I think 4 to 5 in-person screenings because there is that zeitgeist. There is the whole hipster cred thing, which I hate deep down inside, but also it's the one time. I know, it's the one time where you sit in uncomfortable movies and you clap, and it's okay, because usually the director will be there. And you're like, oh, I saw this movie first. Everyone's going to love my opinion. It's the best film of the year. And
yeah.
And
you're actually clapping for somebody, though.
You're clapping for somebody. And granted, it's a real mixed bag. Like, last year, I saw 4 of my favorite movies came from Sundance, but I saw 25 movies. And no joke, 15 of those were absolute train wrecks. Like the batting average here is not good. So Sundance is kind of that way. And this year, it's worse than ever. There's really nothing, unless you listen to like Twitter reactions where they're like, oh, this will change your life. Nothing's going to change your life. And the movies are just, it's pretty fun. It's good. It's okay.
That's what they say every year. There's always ones where like, oh, this is such a great movie. And then it never goes anywhere.
There's going to be like last year we had Still, the documentary about Michael J. Fox, and it was awesome. I loved it. And this year, kind of in place of that, we have Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve documentary.
Yeah.
And I think that will kind of take the place of the sentimental documentary, which something that next week. So there are movies where I'm like going to appreciate seeing them. But a lot of them will be out in the next 3 to 5 months. Yes.
This is where my sister has more hipster cred than you.
Go on.
She has already seen the Super/Man.
And?
She said it was really, really good.
Okay. I mean, that's good to hear.
She was a sign language interpreter for the event.
Oh, that's perfect.
So,
because a lot of these movies, they really are like, there's one with Jesse Eisenberg, and he and his family in the movie.
Yeah.
They live in the woods. Now, hear me out. Or Spencer, do you have
Jesse
this movie pulled up?
Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin. No,
nope,
it's
different movie.
The one with, not that one?
Nope, different movie. That's a real pain.
Okay.
The other one with Jesse Eisenberg, he and his family live in the woods. It is a speechless movie. They don't say a word because they are a family of Sasquatch. And so
yes!
It's called Sasquatch Sunset, and they live as Sasquatch.
Yeah.
And you see them defecate and explore each other. And they literally, for 2 hours, live in these gorilla suits as if they're Sasquatch. And I wish I was there at the first screening because that's the kind of movie where people walk out. Like, that's the reason I go. It's like, I want to see people walk out. For in there, you're going to spend $30 on this. Please walk out.
You know what movie I'm not going to walk out of? Kung Fu Panda 4.
That is not a Sundance movie, Josh. I'm sorry to say.
That shouldn't even be like a Redbox.
What about Twisters?
Oh, Twisters.
That one shouldn't even be a Redbox movie. And Redbox is dead. Deader than Bill Paxton.
Because Helen Hunt's not even in Twisters.
Yeah, too soon. Too soon. Josh, I know there is one movie that you kind of want to see, though, right?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Nope, that is also not at Sundance.
That actually looks really good.
Wait, is there a Cocaine Bear 2?
Next year, and you're definitely coming with me.
Yes.
Is there really going to be a Cocaine Bear too?
Oh, come on. The last one made a lot of money.
Okay.
And it's Cocaine Bear. Like, do we need brains to write a sequel?
True.
We should have already written it, to be honest with you.
I know, truly. So Josh, I don't know if you or Spencer brought this to my attention, but there is, and I think it's a great idea, but I don't know if everything within it is a good idea, but it's a Richard Simmons document, or not a documentary, it's a narrative feature. And we're currently only at the stage where it's a short film. And so the short film is called The Court Jester, and this is premiering. And once again, like I said, short film. This is premiering at Sundance, and this is about Richard Simmons, and Richard Simmons is being played by Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm all about comebacks. Comebacks are great, but like Pauly Shore has no acting chops. No acting chops, guys. Do you think he needs them?
I mean, he was really good in Biodome and Goofy Movie.
I mean, he's great in Goofy Movie.
What about Encino Man?
He's great in Encino Man too, but
This is the world coming together. We had the Renaissance, and now we need the Shore-essence, or like the Pauly Shore section. What? That didn't work at all.
I know.
But like, so we can get Encino Man 2.
Is he using this as a stepping stone for Encino Man 2?
No, but I want
I
him
hope
to.
so.
But honestly though, I've heard that Richard Simmons actually does not approve of Pauly Shore.
He and his family came out, so this got a lot of press. And Richard Simmons, who has been largely unseen from the public eye for
like the last 10 years.
Yeah, at least 15 years. And so he came out against this movie. Josh, I have good news. As of today, he says, good luck tonight on the show. He is actually behind Pauly Shore doing this. And maybe not for the whole movie, but for at least for this short film, he is lending his support to Pauly Shore.
Maybe it's not that he's lending his support, but Richard Simmons, he's a good dude. Like, he made a ton of money. Because all the money from his exercise videos, he's the one that wrote, produced, filmed, did everything. So it was like 100% his money.
I don't think he filmed it because he was behind the camera. He was in front of the camera.
Run up and hit record and then run back.
We'll find this out in the movie, right?
You will.
Like every home video.
But he did come out and say, like, I didn't approve this and I'd rather, like, let me be. But he's also a really positive dude. So I could just see him just being like, look, I don't approve of this. Let me be, but good luck to you. Pat on the back, gold star.
Yeah.
You know, and I've posted this on social media a few times. I've been to the Richard Simmons studio.
It's called Richard Simmons? Simmons?
Yes. Okay. It's the Richard Simmons studio. And he used to do classes. I think it was pretty much his biggest classes were on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
And then he would do them throughout the week. And he would have classes out for the regular, just whoever wants to come. And then he would have ones that were especially tailored towards larger, individuals and the markets that he really, he served really well and had a soft spot with. And so I went to a couple of his classes when I was down there. My brother Ben actually got to know Richard fairly well because my brother would always take friends who came down to California over there to Simmons studio, and Richard would always greet my brother as the famous Mormon TV guy.
I love it.
And and so when we came, when it was our whole family basically, came. He's like, oh, it's the famous Mormon guy's family, and just embraced all of us, and it was really cool. You can tell. I think with Richards, and this is, I think, kind of a deeper dive of why he's kind of disappeared from the public eye for so many years is you can tell that there's the Richard Simmons that we've all kind of gotten accustomed to, the very outgoing, the very public person, the one that was always on, David Letterman, right? I mean, David Letterman was horrible to Richard, right?
Yeah, he was so rude.
Just rude. But that was kind of this persona that was created by the media and everything. But at the core of who he is, like he's a very, very caring individual, and I think it was hard for him to have those dual roles, and I think that's why he withdrew so abruptly.
Okay,
because he spent time with me, and this was when I initially had started my weight loss journey. I'd lost over 100 pounds, and he spent some time with me afterwards, talked with me, just very cordial and very loving, caring, and even made him cry, which I kind of wear that as a bad. Well, I don't know if I can wear that as a badge of honor because
it's a Tuesday for him, right?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah,
but no, like I could totally see Richard sending his support to Pauly Shore on this. But the more I do think about it, though, with Pauly Shore playing him, I'm like, I just don't see Pauly being able to kind of get the energy levels that a Richard Simmons character would need.
Yeah, I do think he has the look. I do think we'd all kind of root for Pauly Shore because he's been out of the limelight as well. So it feels kind of similar. I think I'd rather see like an actor's actor.
Like an actual actor.
Right? And not even like, and not like making fun of him, but like playing it seriously.
So you want to see Jesse Eisenberg?
I want to see Ryan Gosling play Richard Simmons. And he would get an Oscar.
Yeah, no, Pauly Shore 100% got the role because of the memes that said he was turning into Richard Simmons.
Oh,
as he got older.
But
100%.
Yeah, Josh. With all that said, I kind of want this movie to happen. I do want to see more behind the scenes of Richard Simmons.
I do think this will happen, and I do think that Richard Simmons is going to be a little bit more supportive of it, even though he doesn't approve of it, because there has been a lot of online backlash against it. Because Richard Simmons didn't approve of it. It's not an official biopic. Some of the online forums were really trashing Pauly Shore for taking this role and for trying to, do movies again. So I can see that's maybe why Richard Simmons sends his support, is he didn't want the negativity. Look, I don't want this, but let's be kind, right? Let's sweat it together.
But hear me out. Brendan Fraser's back. Pauly Shore can make a comeback. Sean Astin, we're always going to love him.
Yeah.
No need for a comeback.
No need.
I think we could see an Encino Man 2.
I would love to see an Encino Man 2. But who would stream it?
Or what about a new Goofy movie?
That's not going to happen.
A new Goofy movie?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that too.
Yeah.
About Powerline? Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, so I will watch for buzz. I will watch and see how the court jester does.
Let us know.
Because it could just be lambasted and become a joke. Yeah.
Are you going to watch it?
Not anytime soon. I'm sure it'll be on YouTube pretty soon, given that's the short film. But we'll see.
We'll definitely talk about it next week because I do want to.
Okay.
I do want to see what you liked.
Yeah,
and what you didn't.
And I'll be officially done next week. And look, 25 movies the year before. My goal is 10. I'm going to watch 10 movies this Sundance, and I feel great about it. I know it's like scaling it back, but I got to.
Sometimes you have to for your mental health.
I don't believe that you will.
No, and that's where I'm at, totally. And actual physical health. Anyways, so let's do some phone calls.
Yeah, we have a couple. Let's do it.
Hey, this is KP. And Kent, I just want to point something out. You may have Lando Frost meats, but Josh just exposed us, and that includes Spencer, to Fudd Wieners. I think that beats yours any day. On the bad side.
So I can actually translate and clarify this one because I was sitting right next to KP when he called. He was defending your choice of Lando Lakes.
Lando
Frost. Sorry, Lando Lakes is the butter. Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So,
yes, and it's a good butter.
It's great butter.
Probably.
But we Josh and I with a couple friends, Dave, Glenn, Eric, my brother-in-law Rick, KP of course, Brian, Josh. We didn't have a sausage fest. We had Wienerpalooza where we took 10 brands of hot dogs.
Wienerpalooza!
We ranked them. We got a little wienered out because we ate half a wiener.
Okay.
We ate way too many wieners.
Yes, way too many. And we should have done quarter wieners, not half wieners. There's no way we were going to do full wieners with 10 brands. And if you're interested, I can tell you all 10 brands we did. But the one that KP specifically is talking about is Josh came in and he was so proud of himself. He was already assigned the bottom of the barrel wiener. The one we knew was going to be the bottom of the barrel and was just kind of like, the base. Like, hey, this is the base. Everything's going to be better than this with Bar S. But Josh set a new low. He brought FUD chicken hot dogs.
FUD?
Yep.
I've never heard of FUD hot dogs.
FUD.
Not even 2 Ds. Wow.
I found it at Smith's. It was right by the Bar S, and it was $1.06.
Oh, that's a great deal.
I think it was a chicken or was it a turkey? I can't remember.
It was chicken.
There was two poultry choices. Oh yeah, it was chicken. And I won't lie, I can't defend it because it tasted just like the way you would imagine the DI to taste if you licked the floor.
Wait, hold on. Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
No, like I'm dead
Spencer,
serious.
No,
is this right?
This is right. And you can trust Josh's description because of anyone. He would know what the floor of a DI tastes like.
It was bad.
Don't ask how, but he would.
I spent many a Saturdays with my dad at DIs because my dad did training for all the DIs in the Western United States. So,
Josh, were you trying to bring?
I've licked a few.
Were you trying to bring a bad hot dog, or are you trying to bring a cheap hot dog?
No, just a cheap hot dog. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but it was bad. Like it really. I'm like, why is this at Smith's? This should be at like the dollar store,
the Dollar General. That's what they sell.
Just
Well,
Dollar General, or if there's anything below
Here's
that.
the thing, like to describe these hot dogs once they're cooked, because we cooked them on our hot dog rollers. Dave and I both have hot dog rollers, so we could have a consistent cook on each of the wieners we tried. Right? These were pale and white. They didn't plump up. They didn't crisp up. They just stayed the same exact, like right from the package to the roller, from cooking on the roller to the plate. They did not change in color, consistency, anything. Just pale, like you would picture Emperor Palpatine, if you know what I mean.
Oh no.
Ew.
Not good.
Probably tasted just like him too.
Now you know where Ray comes from.
Yeah, exactly. FUD is FUD.
But yeah, sorry, KP. I really am sorry.
If anybody is interested in those rankings, though, we can tell you like the top 5, in no particular order.
Yeah.
Nathan's Famous.
Are you gonna tell us?
Yeah, Nathan's Famous, Snake River Farms, Hebrew National, Falls Brand Deli Franks, and of course Don's Meat. That's not just a random dude Rick found on the street. That's a butcher. A couple surprises though. Kirkland Signature, straight middle of the pack, right? It's exactly what you'd get. But Ballpark hot dogs.
Okay.
Growing up, those were the ones that were like you have Bar S, and then like slightly above Bar S was Ballpark, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are pretty dang good. They beat the Oscar Mayers.
Okay.
Ballpark.
Yeah, they beat the Oscar Mayer by a wide margin.
Nice.
I was kind of disappointed that we didn't have any that were filled with cheese.
Yeah, because these were all
Okay.
beef.
That's what I
guys,
wanted.
We've talked about hot dogs for 15 minutes of this show. Do we have another call?
It's my
We just have to move
favorite
on.
show so far this year.
Hey guys, Proud Disney Mom here. Okay, you poked the Proud Disney Mom with the Spirit jerseys. I'm not gonna lie. They are so comfortable. It is seriously the best piece of clothing I could have ever bought from the Disney parks. I love them. They fit everybody. I don't care what body type you have. They fit you. They're not heavy. They're not super constricting like a sweatshirt. They're kind of like a bigger tee, but just a little bit warmer, but they're good for almost every season. They're awesome. I love them. And I love the theme ones. I love the big print on the back. I don't know what you guys are talking about. They're adorable. They're fun. They're awesome. Don't knock them until you try them. And I think maybe Allison and I are going to have to maybe put some get-togethers planned, and everybody has to wear a Spirit jersey. I don't know. It's a thought. But anyway, go buy one. Tell me what you think, because then I promise you, you're going to be hooked on them. And it's pretty much my daughter's entire wardrobe. Granted, she gets a discount on all of these things, but, you know, still, they're awesome. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know. I thought we were friends. I don't know. Allison and I we're gonna plan some sort of revenge on this show. It's happening. So be prepared. Thanks, guys.
The way she describes them, she makes it sound kind of like Scrubs for Disney people.
I'm going to take back all my bullying that I was doing about spirit jerseys. Listen, I don't understand what they really look like, but they're also like $90. That's my sticking point, right? If there's a severe discount on these, and I see them at DI while Josh is licking the floor, then yeah, I'll buy one. I'll wear it. Hopefully it fits.
Here's the thing you need to understand.
It's my lack of understanding.
The thing you need to understand with Kent is he lashes out against things he doesn't understand. And he just didn't understand spirit jerseys.
True story. I really don't. And I want to now, because if they're that cozy, I could use some cozy clothes.
I feel like I'm on an apology tour.
Okay, go on.
First with KP and now with Tanya. I don't know how to put this, but I'm wearing a spirit jersey right now.
Can you stand up? You are? Can you stand up?
Gosh, he is.
Okay, I see the D. And how does it feel?
I love this, actually.
It seems like they were a little too short on the midriff. Am I wrong there?
It depends. Like, honestly, I didn't think this was the thing, but I don't know how consistent they are because I have the same size in another spirit jersey.
So now there's two of them.
It fits different. It fits different. I don't know, but at the same time, like I found this and I wore it for the first time, I'm sold. Like this is the most comfortable shirt. Now,
okay, what happened to you last week? Last week you led the warpath, and I was all, yeah, I smell blood. I'm gonna go for it.
It's design. It's the over design, right? Because this one is the black spirit jersey.
Yeah.
It has the simple D right in the front, and then it has Disneyland on the back. There's nothing on your abdomen. There's no random character here or there. That's my only problem. Just from a design perspective, like Disney just overdoes it. And it's not just the spirit jersey, it's the t-shirts. It's the overuse of not just fonts, but every different kind of font. And they just don't know how to restrain themselves. That was my biggest thing.
Okay.
Because I will spend $90 on a spirit jersey if I like it. Mm-hmm. And if it's my style, which this is obviously my style.
I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm not a spirit jersey guy. It's not the price.
Don't upset.
No, let me
Tanya.
finish. Let me finish.
Yeah, she said she'd get revenge. She said she's going to get revenge. Go on, Spencer.
They're not for me, and I recognize that they're not for me. And guess what? Not everything has to be for me. Spirit jerseys can be your thing. They can be Josh's thing. They can be Allison's thing. They're just not my thing. So you do you. You do Disney the way that you like.
They have Spider-Man spirit jerseys.
You're not selling me. There hasn't been a good Spider-Man film since they let Andrew Garfield go.
Yeah.
What about Marvel? They've got plenty of Marvel ones. I know you like that.
It stands. The point stands.
Okay, fine.
Well, I hope that Tanya accepts your apology.
Me too.
And my ignorance, and that we're safe.
Josh's apology, your ignorance, and my tolerance.
Yeah. Welcome to the other show.
Well, I mean, we could talk about the story I heard about Colorado where this couple bought a house and found a freezer in the basement, and there was severed hands and heads in it, but I think we can stop here.
Spencer, that's my job, okay? We're going to save that true crime story for another time because it's also really grim. Josh, how about you take us out?
Yeah, I can't do it fast enough. You've just listened to The Other Show with Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. The Other Show is produced by Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. Show design and auto editing is done by me, Josh Hansen, and sales manager is Spencer Myers. The Other Show is generously supported by our friends on Patreon. A huge thank you to our friends with benefits. These friends are contributing $25 a month, which in return comes with some rather significant benefits. So we'd like to give a huge thank you to KP Brown, our favorite Brit, Jonathan Vaskar, the lovely and talented Mrs. Robinson, Brandon from Popfly Cards, the one, the only Chris Anderson, Lady Terry A. Finley, proud Disney mom Tanya Budge, Dave Kelly, and Rick Smith and Taylor Myers from the Spirit of 38 podcast. To support The Other Show on Patreon, visit patreon.com/The Other Show. Contributors on Patreon can get both weekly and monthly bonus episodes, including exclusive swag and other fun perks. Again, visit patreon.com/The Other Show. Please rate, review, and subscribe to The Other Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are found. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. To better connect with us and other fans of The Other Show, join us on Facebook at our Facebook group, The Other Group. For past episodes, links to our other shows, and to shop for show swag, visit www.theother.show. And remember, when you're not listening to me here, you can hear me on my other show, The Party in the Back.
You can hear me on my other show, Bacon Cell.
And you can find me shopping for freezers